Batavia. It's kinda weird, huh? We were freezing in Alaska just a few days ago.
You do understand the seasons are reversed in the southern hemisphere, right? It does seem a bit ironic, though, that this is the hemisphere where we got to meet Miniskirt Santa.
I'm worried you might have gotten a little too much sun today.
It's crazy. Soldiers of rival warring nations battling it out over a game of cards and coins.
They sure look relaxed.
Why wouldn't they be? The enemy's object is a freaking old-school half-gen. It's the musket of objects. It should be in a museum, not a war. It's a joke. Doesn't stand a chance, especially since we're hunting it down with over 21st and 2nd-gen objects.
What I don't get is why the Oceanian military state wants to fight. They're choosing to go up against an allied force of the 4 great powers.
Pride, maybe?
It's a country, not an insecure human being. Is their government that petty?
Governments are just collectives of humans, man.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. What are you working on over there?
Miniskirt Santa.
What? That's real?
You lucky bastards have made it through the lottery to hell! And guess what? I'll be the one to escort
She's
you
a pop
to
star from the Intelligence Union, and she's here on this base right now.
To entertain the troops?
Believe it or not, she's an elite pilot working for the Intelligence Union.
Seriously, she's an elite? Whoa!
Those are G-cups, dude. Gotta give it to the IU. I would gladly lie down and surrender to her.
Hey, come on, man. I wouldn't call the princess a slouch or anything.
Sorry, but our armed forces lose this battle.
Personally, I prefer a size that actually fits in my hands.
Ready for this fight 一か八かのレベルタイ怯えてやり過ごすだけの日々にバイバイバイ降りしきる弾丸かき分け鮮やかに決めろ2ステップ泣き言なんて胸にしまい込んで Try 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 みんな誰も彼もあれもこれも目を背けにけ出しても見捨てはしない君だけは Let's go one more chance 変えてやろうこのシーン今なら千何万回でも乗り越えてみせるだけその涙もその痛みも越えてもだ見ぬ月のステージへそうさ何遍だって One more try Let's go one more chance 見せてやれよそのスピリット今なら千何万回でも這いつくばっていけい信じてんだろうその痛みはいつか誰か癒すよさにそうさ変えていけんぞ One more try I'm not gonna walk away
But wouldn't it have been good for the region to grow more forests?
Undoubtedly. If they'd fertilized the desert region of Oceania, it would have allowed for wide-scale agriculture. The profits from that would have supported them to expand their cities and transportation network, which would have allowed them access to mining, giving them more resources to develop the nation. But not everyone was on board with the plan. The local tribes opposed the fertilization. They didn't want the land to be blanketed by genetically modified vegetation.
And that's why the Oceanian military state is persecuting them?
Precisely, which is why we're here. To protect the local tribes from the state. That's the pretext under which the Allied forces came together.
Did you hear that our commander this time around isn't even military?
Yep. He's about the most powerful man in the legitimate kingdom, though. Counselor Flyd himself.
Is it parent observation day? A bigwig bureaucrat out here on the front.
What? No way. The counselor would never take the risk of coming out to the battlefield. Princess mailing you?
Yeah. She's bored with being held on standby.
Huh.
What the hell, man?
You could always respond in person, you know. We are on the same base, after all.
Cut it out. quit acting like she's just the cute girl from the class down the hall. She's a freaking elite, man. I can't simply...
Hey! Excuse me? Is that what I think it is?
That's...
It is, isn't it? It's the giant friendly rock piece from my book.
Yeah, exactly, that's right. Whenever there's a scary storm, he provides shelter for the squirrels and the kangaroos.
You sure about this? Lying to an innocent little girl?
Then you tell her the truth, Havia. Tell her it's a giant death machine here to crush the Oceanian military state.
That's enough, you twits!
Oh.
Quit hiding behind the barricade gossiping like old ladies. Get your act together!
Talk about a waste.
That's how it is, dude. She might be beautiful, but she's a hard-ass by nature. Up against her, even a heavyweight fighter would be terrified out of his damn mind.
If it's tenderness you're looking for, I'll stomp it into you with the heel of my boot. Now look. Stop hanging by the barricade making yourselves targets. You understand this is a battlefront, right?
Come on, don't overreact. I mean, we do have 2 objects stationed at this base. No sniper's gonna take that risk.
Not snipers. It's cameras I don't want you getting shot by.
Huh?
We've got a swarm of photojournalists eager to expose the military state's despotic ways. A bunch of rich, safe nation boys who've never known war. Well, either that or purported intellectuals.
Oh, right. And don't forget the mercenaries with an axe to grind after objects put them out of business.
Can't you just shoo them away from the base? Blame it on military statutes?
That would go against the PR strategy. The higher-ups want the world to see a parade of righteous heroes. So if I banned all the media types, I would get royally chewed out by the candidates for ruining their election campaigns.
Huh, there's an election?
Yeah, the council elections are coming up soon back home.
Oh, so that's why Counselor Flight is our commander on this mission.
Quick as ever, Quinther. The guy's on a warpath to make sure his image remains respectable. And he's going all out. There might even be a side mission to rescue an anti-war group. Savvy as he is, it could actually happen.
We're here to make a politician look good?
Oh, for something so childish as maintaining his image, this is the freaking worst!
I'm guessing you're legitimate kingdom? You angling to interview your object-killing heroes?
That's right. Guess they're famous in the intelligence union, too, huh?
Yeah, that's one word for it. You interviewing them in person?
If I can get past the PR team.
They don't make it easy. But then, I'm after a pop star. I came all the way here for a face-to-face interview.
Hell, it could be worse. Can't say I'd mind doing a face-to-face with her.
Enemies acting like they're best friends.
Yes, there you go. The calibration looks good. I'll send you the next piece.
Such precision. She always delivers.
Indeed.
The performance without the artistry is boring.
But to be fully enveloped by the sound? That must feel nice, huh?
How the dome vibrates at every point and dissolves into my notes. To find this satisfying would be an insult to orchestras.
Hey, wait!
We can't go in there.
Well, there goes the test. Let's just take a break.
What are you doing here?
Wow, I've never seen a tuning suit in person before. It's really cool.
It's a new design. It can actually make physical adjustments to my body.
Yeah, I bet. Just look at all the patches wired up to your bare skin.
Let me see. If the princess is putting on a fashion show, I want...
You showed up at the perfect time. You must have known I needed help.
What just been? Whoa, hey, Quentin!
I get it. So the data is temporarily collated through these. Is that also new? It's what they call a flute, right? I remember seeing one back in the Safe Nation.
Want to take a look?
Sure. Let's see. You're supposed to hold it sideways, right? What's the deal? Why doesn't it sound right? What's up with this thing? And which keys do I have to press to produce a C note?
That's not it.
It's hopeless. I can't get it to work. Hey, Princess, how do you... Are you okay? Don't tell me. You've got to pee, don't you? You don't need to wait for me.
Jeez, do you need to pee? How old are you, man?
You say something?
Nothing. Just saying this should be an easy win. Unleashing the power of 20+ objects on them, and they've only got the one rust bucket antique? It's like a whole beach trying to snag one babe's bikini.
Actually, I don't think it's gonna be as simple as it sounds.
Huh?
From what I heard, the enemy's got their object camouflaged as one of their water storage plants, and they've got those things set up everywhere.
I guess it wouldn't stand a chance if it was out in the open, but they've got their girl locked in a box.
What if we opened up the box and there really was a girl inside? It may only be a half-gen, but it's still an object. If we don't respect that, we'll get kicked in the nuts. And did you hear who they've got piloting their object? It's apparently none other than the Oceanian dictator.
Well, that explains why they've taken such pains to play hide and seek.
Our satellites haven't even narrowed down their location yet. It's a little tedious, but we have to take out each plant one by one.
Sheesh, it's like a giant shooting gallery. It'll be worth it if I can see those G-cups in person.
Well, look what we have here. If it isn't the legitimate kingdom's most famous and cherished guard dogs. I've been looking forward to working with you on this mission.
That's the Intelligence Union object. Which must mean it's the G-cup miniskirt Santa! So that's the IU's object.
With 20 objects committed to this mission and 2 of them operating out of this base, I can't imagine there'll be much for you boys to do. So you can just kick back and relax.
I'd love for that to be true.
This is great! We're actually talking with an Intelligence Union elite! Hey, I hope you don't mind me asking, but... Is it true that the Intelligence Union is developing a humanoid object?
That is nothing more than a silly lie, of course. Its center of gravity would be too high, making it fall over too easily.
Aw, that's no fun. How about this one? Rumor has it your objects have power plugs on them. Is that one just another lie?
Oh no, that one is true. It's all a matter of efficiency. It actually conserves energy to keep the power reactors operating around the clock rather than constantly switching them on and off. And for that reason, we redirect the surplus power to the base when we're on standby.
Okay, but that's not bi-directional, is it? The power reactors are fundamentally maintained at a high temperature and voltage, so...
Enough, Quenther.
Lay off. How often do you get the chance to talk shop with a rival?
I'm a little more worried about the gloomy mood the princess is giving off.
You're not getting hit with some homesickness, are you?
Not really. It's nothing.
Saved. That was close.
It's simple acts of kindness that win the trust and hearts of soldiers. But I guess that concept might be too abstract for a boorish legitimate kingdom elite.
If we fall, we will die!
Just apologize already!
For what?
How can you be so dense?
Soldiers, I'm Flyd, and I have the honor of telling you the King's Council has entrusted me with the security oversight of Oceania. I may not be a soldier, but I am no stranger to war. My long involvement in the defense industry includes the development of the elites. With the need for the application of object-intensive warfare and advanced diplomacy, I believe I'm well suited for the matter at hand. Who is the on-site CO?
Major Frolacia Capistrano, sir.
Well then, Major Capistrano, consider this your first order. You are to launch an attack at once.
Attention, 6th Security Oversight Army of the Legitimate Kingdom. This is Major Frolacia Capistrano, Security Oversight Frontline Commander. Stay sharp.
This operation is now underway.
Focus your firepower on the locations where their object is predicted to be hiding.
Sure is nice to be on this side of things for a change, huh?
I've had enough of the other side for a lifetime.
All done. Targets destroyed.
Looks like this location was a bust after all.
Guess so. On to the next potential spot.
Oh, but this is where your expertise comes into play.
What?
We need you to survey the area on foot and confirm there aren't any communities in our path before we head over to the next point.
What? It's not like we're getting paid overtime here. Can't you just search from the objects?
They might not be able to mobilize. Are you physically fatigued from all the inertial G-forces?
Oh, you really do know your stuff.
Huh?
From pushing all that mass through such high mobility maneuvers. Their pressure-resistant suits only do so much.
Well, they certainly do a bang-up job of making my legs numb.
Yeah, that's right. I heard they're designed to restrict blood flow to the legs, all to prevent loss of circulation to the brain.
Heat builds up in our bodies during combat, so we remove our suits afterwards and spray ourselves down with the coolant.
You take them off? Does the princess do that too?
That's none of your business. And you don't need to think about it.
Oh, okay, geez, point made. Going a little overboard, aren't ya?
Time to peel the top half of the suit down to the high-cut legs so I can cool off my voluptuous figure.
For real? Did she just actually say those things to us, or am I freaking dreaming?
Are you an idiot? I'm pretty sure she's just trying to bait us into getting ourselves killed. Think about it. If her suit had high-cut legs, it wouldn't have anti-cheat functionality.
Oh, I admit it, you got me. But the cut of the suit is still rather risque. Much more so than your average bikini.
Really, old man Havy, are you hearing this?
Pull it together, Quenther. She's messing with your head, man, and you're falling for it. And you're sending the princess into an emotional tailspin in the process.
Excuse you! You bumped into me!
Must be a sensor malfunction.
Oh, it's like that! How strange, my control system is malfunctioning.
Quit trying to pretend you're not our enemy.
Right now, we're supposed to be allies.
For this battle, yes, but once it's over, we'll be adversaries again.
And when that time comes, little Miss Loudish Legitimate Kingdom First Gen, I shall render you into nothing but a sticky puddle.
Both of you, stop it!
Yeah, save the cat fight for the mud pit.
Our only enemy is the Oceanian military state, okay?
You're right! Thank you for reminding me. Now then, as I explained earlier, we really can't move ahead without you.
Without us?
Man, this is one hell of a forest. All of this was genetically modified, right?
Yeah, it's crazy to think this used to be a desert.
Well, here's my beef. They're gonna raise this forest. So what's the point in sending us to scout?
They're playing it safe. They're not gonna raise it if there are any tribes living out here.
Yeah, true. I guess that would defeat the purpose of the mission. Get down!
What's up?
It looks like we found ourselves a winner here. There's a village down there.
Wonderful. The Oceanian military's here too. But it doesn't look like they're about to start fighting.
They're probably settling up next month's rent or something.
What now?
Hey, we're not the cavalry, man. There's only 2 of us and a squadron of them.
Exactly, and it looks like everything's getting handled peacefully anyway.
Nothing to worry about.
Hey, did you shoot him?
That's not a serious question, is it? Do you know of any rifle that's so silent you wouldn't have noticed me firing it?
If you didn't... Is that interference from a sniper device?
Clearly. But no one in our military is gonna launch a silent attack like that. Who is this asshole? Some freelance merc with an antique rifle? Oh man, I am not liking what I'm hearing.
You wanna tell me what's happening?
Explaining it would be way too complicated, so I'll just repeat exactly what I heard. You bastard, you tricked us. No, we would never do that. Shut up! We'll kill everyone and burn your village to the ground.
Okay, that is really bad.
So what the hell do we do?
What can we do? We've got no choice. Let's go.
The War of the Ant and the Grasshopper.
The Invasion of the Oceanian Military State 2.